Good evening. Hey, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
How are we doing on this? Well, if it's anything like it is where I am, really warm and muggy evening. It's been really warm and muggy all day.
Oh, yeah, it's dripping up, really. What was I like earlier?
I mean, I've had like my windows pretty much open all day, and then the fans on, just trying to blow air around the place.
Oh, I might put my fans on shortly.
Even sort of turn thermostats down on the ones that need heat, like my Blue Death and Beetles. Is like that. They don't need it quite so hot now.
Yeah. What is it now? It's about 25 in our room. In there.
See, that's it's about, I don't know, 28, 29 in my flat.
Oh. Oh, no. I melted at 24, me. Probably even less than that.
Yeah, it's only been almost been interesting with some of the feeds today as well. So I think because of the heat, everything's that bit more active.
Yeah.
So doing feeds and doing like my baby, like my juvenile baby scorpions and my baby Hadrus Spadix jumped out onto my lap and then run up the inside of my shorts.
Oh.
So that was an experience.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Rebecca. Something I'd rather not repeat. Luckily enough, didn't get stung.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that Pete's munched its eggs. I can't find them.
Hello, Matt.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, not bad.
Hello.
And you ready for Bloodstock in like 6 weeks' time?
Not really.
No, same here.
Nah, I've got a few things I've got to get done, but yeah, I'm hoping the weather calms down a little bit.
It'd be nice if it's not quite as warm as this. Like, just a few degrees cooler. It'd be perfect.
It's just here really more than anything else. It's like there, I'll be able to cope with it. I've been outside today, like with my Bloodstock hat on, cutting a load of bushes down, so it was hot. But it's just here. So I've got aircon coming down the hallway and then a fan pointed into this room to blow the air in, and it's still. Well, it says it's 27.5 in here, but it doesn't feel 27.5 because we've got a lot of air circulating. But yeah,
it's also like the mugginess of it as well makes it feel that much closer, doesn't it? And stuff, and like
yeah, it's horrible. I need to get decent thermal blackout blinds on the window because we get the sun in this room from like 1 o'clock, and it's still coming in the room now. It's blazing like sunshine through the window, and I've got this black blind, but it's not a thermal insulating thing. I need something that just basically stops it. People were saying, I'll put the silver film up on the inside of the window, like reflect it, but that doesn't work because what that does on double glazes, it heats up between the two pieces of glass and can pop the glass. So it's like, I need to find an alternative solution or just blow the sun up.
That's it.
Something like that. That'll work. How are you anyway?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard my also just before you came on about my experience with one of my scorpions today.
Yes, I saw the chat. I saw the chat.
Was,
go up the shorts.
Yeah. That was right up to the waistband. Well,
Wow.
I was in there, but obviously where I sit, there's a window right next to me, and then right as that, obviously, as you know, because you've been here, there's a pathway, and that's the zoo.
Yep.
And of course, this happened when we was open, so I was like, well, I can't strip off here and look down my shorts with a black light. Because if someone does look up through the window, up into the window and sees that, they might be like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's that weirdo doing? What the hell's that bird doing or something? So, shuffled to the kitchen.
Was you off work today or?
Yeah. Day off
right.
today. Like someone was like, right, no one can see me here. So quickly put my shorts down and then look with a black line. It was right up by the waistband by that point. I was like, bloody hell.
Was it quite a small one then?
Lucky enough, yeah, little juvenile Spadix.
Oh wow. I've not had that experience yet.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. I mean, because of the heat, it made it so quick, quite quick that it just jumped out of the spot, jumped out, and it was just gone. And I was like, damn it!
Wow. Yeah, it's not. I've not had that sort of experience yet.
I mean, that was the first and hopefully the last. Yeah, would rather not repeat that.
Please
don't sting me there.
Yeah, you don't want that happening every week, do you? I'll take. No. Did your heart rate go up a nice bit? Did it?
A little bit, but I was also keep calm because if it goes up too much, then you might, I don't want to panic it.
Yeah,
so,
you don't want to get a sting or a nip off it, do you? Really?
No. Something, and then also don't want to just falling out and escaping, going underneath stuff and I can't get it back or anything.
Exactly.
So I managed to get it back. So I haven't told it off. All right, Chris.
Hello.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Phil. Philip, sorry.
Hey, Philip. Yeah, it should be. But I can't say I'm ready for. Well, I can't say I'm fully ready. I've got a couple of bits in ready. I do need to order the trolley.
Still.
Well, once payday comes, and then that'll be the big purchase.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. Yes, we've got Caitlin coming with us, so it's like, I don't know. We will fit everything in, but it'll be the same tent as last year, which will easily get us all in.
I was going to say you're totally in mind, so
yeah, but then it's a case of trying to get. If she wants a chair, getting another chair. I don't know. It'll just be there'll be a few bits we've got to pick up, but yeah.
Because I may have a spare chair. Because I'm pretty sure I've still got another chair somewhere.
Oh, we'll sort it out. But I'm going to see you this weekend anyway.
Yes.
What time did you say you were going to leave yours roughly?
Between 11 and half 11. I need to remind Amy of that again just to make sure.
Yeah, okay.
Because I don't know if she's coming up on Friday or Saturday morning.
So I put the postcode in and had to look up and down the road because you were saying parking can be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Google must have taken their whole road like when no one was on because it was empty.
Wow, I've never seen that before. All the years I've been going, people park either side of the road.
Yep.
Sometimes you can get fairly near here. Sometimes you're not.
It's not too bad around there though, is it? Like people-wise and stuff like that.
No. I've never had a problem.
No. I mean, we can come up in convoy. That makes sense. It doesn't take us out of the way because if we come past you, we can either come past yours or we can go up the M1. But it makes no difference time-wise. But yeah, if you search his postcode and just have a look on Google Maps, it's crazy because Street View, there's like no cars. There's like one or two down the road.
Unless maybe the street just gets busy when he has his parties on. Maybe. I take it his one without sort of like doxing him at all. I take it his one was the one with the van outside. He's got a big van, hasn't he? Is his house quite close to the pavement, like quite close to the road? It is. Whether he would have had his van there is nothing because he literally works round the corner from where he lives. Like he can walk there. And I think he keeps his van normally at his factory.
Oh, fair enough.
I think he has his midlife crisis car at his house. Literally, as he calls it, his midlife crisis car. This isn't. It hasn't. And then he's got another car. So he's got like, unless he's sold his midlife crisis car, he's got like 2 cars in the van.
Ah, fair enough.
But he's got the sensible car, and then the one that he got just because it goes fast.
Right. Okay.
And then his van for work.
Yeah. Well, I've obviously changed mine over. That was more of a necessity than anything else, to be honest. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. Caitlin's looking forward to it, that's for sure.
Because I'm guessing you got the text the other night from him.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
With sort of like starts at sort of 12. Band first goes on at like 1.
I've literally just got one off him last night as well. Yeah. Yeah. So starts midday, band at 1 p.m.
Where are you off to?
Customer Aquaria.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, he's added the CDs for sale.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently, someone he knows was selling the collection as well.
So bring cash if you're interested in any CDs.
Yeah. We're going to. Connor's looking forward to it, but Caitlin's looking forward to it because she's going to be wearing some of the stuff that she was given.
Oh, by heaven.
Yeah. So, it should be a good day. It'll be nice to chat to him, like Bloodstock, chatting to him away from the shows and stuff. You know?
Hey Rob. Yeah, and then what was it? He's hoping Mitch is gonna come down for it.
Yep.
Unseen Universe Mitch.
Hey, Rob.
So it asked me and Amy to try and like help convince Mitch to come along to it, sort of thing.
That'd be good.
I believe Mike Green of Buzzard Reptiles is going to be there.
Right, okay.
Possibly Mike Connerbeer of Rattlesnake Canyon. He's normally there. And then they get a whole mixture of people from like the show side of things, people that sometimes might get random zookeepers. Sort of
has he still got many pets at home, or
he's still got a few, sort of thing. So like if Rob Hutton turns up, Rob Hutton is actually he was Dave's boss.
All right.
Dave's Obesi's boss. when Dave was in zoos.
That'll be interesting.
And like sometimes get like the likes of Mark Amy turn up who does a lot of film work with animals.
Still no word on Andrew Smith's one, is there yet? Have you had anything?
Oh, there was an update the other day, wasn't there, from Andrew Smith?
I saw he posted something, but I didn't think it was about that. But I know you've got you're like Kickstarter type person, aren't you?
Yeah.
So does he give you any more updates than what he just announced? He's on Facebook, or not really?
Let me have a look.
Hey, Bastion.
No, there was. I can't remember what it said now. There was an update. Because at least he does update every. Well, it's either him or Guy updates it every sort of few months. I'll look in the emails.
Hey, Bastion. How you doing, Chris?
Good. Hot. Too hot.
Yep. We're all in agreement there, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, apart from that, doing all right. How about yourself?
Just busy, absolutely
Busy.
busy, and trying to keep the room cool. You
There
know.
we go. Update. There we go. So latest update, June 14th. DVDs are in production, so it won't be long before we start shipping out the
Alright.
rewards. With that in mind, can everyone check they have a correct postal address on file? It's been a while since we sent out our Kickstarter survey, so to avoid any delays and keep costs down, please email your new address details if required. Our next update will be once we have the DVDs in hand and are ready to start shipping.
Oh, fair enough.
So yeah, be far along then.
Not yet, Osman. Not that I've had anything from her, mate. But I will message her because I was meaning to earlier, and I just had other things going on.
Hi, Reese.
Hey, Reese.
Turn my fish.
I didn't see you bank account. So every so often keep seeing a notification saying that you've made a comment. So, I need to do probably a day of responding to comments again. Because
Oh, mate, honestly, I had a nightmare on. So I went to pick up. I've been really, really busy doing bits and bobs like all weekend, and then yesterday I went to pick up some crickets because I went to Bug Hut Saturday, forgot to pick crickets up for the assassin bugs, and then so I went back there Sunday, and there was an erratum molting at the time, and we're talking like, that sort of size, and it had got stuck on its back and had got all its legs out weirdly, so the whole molt looked like it was off, but it hadn't cracked its abdomen around the seal.
okay.
So I spotted it and said to Natalie, like, "Oh, look, I wouldn't leave this one," like, because she was doing some other bits, and I said she was like, knew it was molting, but said, "Oh, I'll check on it when the shop shuts." I said, "I don't know if I'd wait, to be honest." And, like, got it down, and it was horrible. We managed to cut the molt off, so it was just the abdomen left on there, and then it was a case of trying to like carefully peel back. It's almost like peeling the skin off a kiwi.
Ooh.
Like really, really trying to get the abdomen out. We managed to get one of the book lungs out because the book lungs sort of slide out. The white part slides out, doesn't it, off of old molt to new molt. Managed to take one out, and then the other three couldn't release and didn't want to pull them, but managed to get all the old molt off. But I've never seen an abdomen like it, to be honest. It had no hair, or it was very, very wet and couldn't see the hair, but you could see all of the, like, almost like where the heart was and all the organs all connecting and stuff. It was very translucent, like, and it was very weird. But I've got to message her and find out how it's doing, because it was still moving and stuff, and it was still she was putting it into a new tub and stuff. But it was horrible.
That sounds it.
It would be a shame as well, because it's like, it was in a bad way when it came in. It was part of a collection, but it's sub-adult female, so it's like it's a good spider to sort of have, Yeah, terrible, really. Where is she?
Phil, you were saying about trolleys for Bloodstock. Have a look in the range. The range do heavy duty trolley.
Yeah,
It's
no.
Kind of.
Whereas the trolley I've been using for years it's got too knackered now, basically.
Mm-hmm. It's that bloody slanted walkway bit that you've got to walk down from the car park.
Yeah, and also, mine, I've had it a good few. My mum bought it for me years ago from Asda, but it's got one of those T-shaped handles.
Oh, right.
And then, by the time you get around, it just rips your hand apart. That kind of thing. And then, Matt rocked up last year with one with these massive chunky wheels and massive kind of depth to the trolley as well. And handles, like, okay, maybe I need a real big one like that now and fit all my stuff in.
It's like it was like the Ford Ranger of trolleys, isn't it?
Okay.
So
The wheels were good. The wheels were good. The handle was good, and it was quite. It seemed to. It worked. It did its job. but it is quite chunky.
Is that walk from the car park? Is it still sloped? Because I haven't done it in a few years. So
Look at him flexing! Look at him flexing on the VIP. Hey, look, I don't do that. I get ushered in with my chauffeur.
I go VIP.
We don't have to do the walk. We've got red carpet.
We go through a woodland.
When did you last do the walk?
Oh god, it's about 4 years ago. Well, it was. I think it's my 4th year doing VIP. So
okay, there must have been because that it's the landowners. It's not completely flat, but the landowners have made it flatter than what it was.
Because I know they were saying, Bloodstock saying that they were going to flatten it out to make it a little bit nicer.
It's a little bit flatter. It's not like it used to be. Like when it used to be just like that the whole way.
Well, it used to be a complete trolley graveyard at the bottom of it. You just saw all of the disused trolleys there.
Yeah, I think they made it. It must have happened when, perhaps not long after they moved campervan site to down the road and made all that area and what was drop off and pickup point into Valhalla.
Oh yeah.
All by the extended Valhalla camp. Because when I first started going, Valhalla was perhaps half the size it is now. And there was the campervan site was on that bit as well, and they had the drop off and pickup point was there too. So literally, we would just drive, unload all our stuff right at the gates. Essentially, one person, whoever was in our group, would stay behind with all the stuff while we all took our cars to the car park, and then do the walk. And then do the walk without anything.
Yeah, I mean, the walk's it's not too bad. It's not too far.
No, it's a lot better than what it used to be. Definitely.
With
like,
it's not download.
No. I mean, I've only done download once, and that was like 2006, and I've done that VIP. It was meant to be RIP, but they sent me the wrong ticket. I ended up in artist, media, and guest VIP.
Oh, okay.
So, which is quite funny because I got very, very drunk and bumped into Angela Gosso.
Who's that?
She was a vocalist for Arch Enemy.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's cool.
And then at one point, I ended up just hanging out with Trivium.
As you do.
And having cocktails with them. It was a weird night.
Well, that sounds like a good one, though. Yeah, no, download festivals, walk from the car park to the campsite, you're looking at about an hour.
Yeah.
It
doesn't sound fun. I've always heard about the download walk, and it just doesn't sound fun.
And when you get back to your tent, you've normally got a massive phallus drawn on the side of it. There was loads of that this year.
Hey, Connor.
Okay.
You alright?
We're not wearing matching t-shirts. We're not wearing matching t-shirts.
Yeah, mine's better. Where's your plate?
Pushed it up.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, the nice thing about plus at least you don't tend to get all that sort of stuff. Yeah. The walk's not really all too bad. Even like the walk from the campsites to the arena is a doddle.
Yeah, what is it like 10 minutes max, really?
That's
it.
Yeah.
It's the thing with VIP, you don't if you camp in Midgard, it's basically you're actually closer to the main arena than you are in VIP to the main arena.
Yeah.
That's because you don't want to put all the rabble. They've got to have the VIPs over there somewhere, so they don't have to.
Last year there was a guy walking around VIP at must have been about 2-3 o'clock in the morning every night, shouting at everybody and trying to start fights with everyone.
It's almost like, VIPs, their little castle there, and then you've got all the peasants in the little town sort of around here.
Yeah. What can I say?
Old serpents there. They even have their own little special stage as well in VIP
Yeah,
nowadays.
we've got our own special bands playing. We've got
Yeah.
we've got a Motley Crue tribute. We've got a Rammstein tribute band. Rob Zombie, I think, tribute band. And then different acts that are on, which I never watch. So I'm too drunk, or I'm in the shisha.
They didn't have that the year I had access to the VIP area when I played Bloodstock.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't in Serpent's Lair, but I had access to the bar and all that sort of area in the sort of press area. Hey, Jeremy. Okay. They didn't have the stage there.
Did you see that? Little Callum, the 9-year-old drummer dude. He was behind, or Caleb, whatever his name is. He was behind the stage last year when he doing some of the bands, practicing on their practice set. He was, he's been sort of like discovered now, and he's appeared on what's his face, El Esperado's channel now, and his followers are just.
He's playing in VIP this year.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he played last year as well.
Yeah, he's I don't even know how he touches his kicks. Like, to be honest with you, he's ridiculous.
He's good.
Very.
Well, he had he was up on stage with Jay, wasn't he?
He had been, yeah, and then he was he's over in America. He's done quite a bit because he was on Ellen, like the show, doing something over there. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Jeremy.
Hello.
Hey, Jeremy.
Are you conversing through like 1930s radio or something?
What? Oh, can you hear my fan? Oh, it's fucking hot in here.
What, hotter than normal?
Yeah.
What?
It is very, very hot.
You know, your installation's good when you have to like literally turn everything off but the fan. I had to move the ants because it was so hot on my desk. The ants were like 27 just sitting on my desk.
Dude, it's 27.5 in here at the moment. I've got the aircon blasting into the room.
Like, honestly, I walked in here earlier. Oh crap! I've got to stop moving things around. But at least I'll save a bit of money on electricity now.
See, always an upside. Always an upside.
No problem, dude. Anytime. Yeah, because he said he had an orange trapdoor from a shop, so I'm thinking Lephistius ornatus. Then he sends me the picture. I'm like, oh, that's Demarcus workman knife. Problem with common names.
Chris wouldn't know about common names being a VIP.
Scientific name.
It's going to be nice. The animals are going to appreciate the heat for the next few days, that's for sure.
Well, at least all the brackies have molted. Well, except for the classy.
My stunning.
Maybe finally molted.
Yeah, that Bomai photo was awesome, wasn't it? Like, your one's molted as well.
Mine was finally molted. Yeah, been in pre-molt for nearly a year.
Mine all molted June last year or May, and they've all just molted now. Like, started off with the Albiceps, and it's gone through. The only one that hasn't done is my Classy, and she is so fat right now, and she's not been fed in 162 days.
Yeah,
and in fact, she's on the door up there at the moment. You're not going to be able to see that, but she's on the door up there. The only other one is my baby Smithy's not molted either, and that thing's weird.
Sweaty bum cheeks is when you have a scorpion run up your shorts. That's sweaty bum cheek time.
Or when you're trying to sex a centipede, but you don't realise how big it is, and it swings around and it almost bites your wrist.
Or when you go to feed your Redunculus and you open up the enclosure and it launches off its cork bark straight at your chest, runs down your body and onto the floor, and then over across your feet. And there's me sitting there going, "Whoa!" I'm going, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" Not good.
We've all had our fun experiences with spiders this week, then, and scorpions, arachnids.
Yeah. If you don't have fun, you're not doing it right.
My Smithy was the most photogenic spider I've ever had in my life. So I can get the pictures on the other side so I can confirm it's Smithy. I'll turn this bloody thing off. And she just sat there in that perfect pokey pose. It was so nice. And then walked into her enclosure and webbed up. Hopefully she'll settle in soon. I'll give her a roach in a few days. I just bored at work scrolling for the spider shop, and I saw they got a bunch of adult pokies in it. Like, oh, not and ooh, Smithy, I'll take that. I was gonna grab the Highland as well, but I was like, I missed out. Someone bought it before I had the chance to sit down at work and buy it. But the adult pokies, my god, so majestic.
Yeah. I think once I get round to my male realising with my female, and hopefully does a job. Hopefully I'll do that before I next see you, Jez, and then you can have him.
Oh yeah, that'll be much appreciated, dude. Thank you. Something has got my Toad's attention. I want to know. Right there. Oops, smashing your face against the glass. I'm going to be upgrading the whites from their little QT tub into a glass enclosure soon. What plants would you recommend for them? If any of you guys know.
What are you moving?
Sorry?
What did you say you was moving?
I'm going to be moving my white tree frogs from their little QT tub into a glass.
Oh yeah.
I want to plant it out. I know I'm going to put some pothos in there because they like to sit on the pothos leaves, but I don't know what else to put in there. What are you thinking?
Yeah, you want some of that. Yeah, pothos obviously works good for whites. Dracaena, if you get sort of decent sized Dracaena. Umbrella plant. Snake plant.
Umbrella.
You want sort of more your large leafed.
Yeah, like broad leaf stuff.
Yeah, stuff, good, stuff that can withstand them jumping on it.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Some of the large leaf philodendrons.
Jesus Christ. Would you recommend any carpeting plants?
Monstera.
Ooh, yeah, a Monstera. Ooh, I can get a Monstera in there. I'm keeping these all and bookmarking them because I've got the ARC show coming up in a couple of weeks now, so I'm trading there. So I'll buy some plants if they have the ones I want there.
Oh yeah.
If not, I'll just pick up the rest at the Bristol show.
That's it. Or if you order online on MK Exotics, have a discount code.
Oh yes, I put an order with MK actually. I want to try out some of their substrates.
Did you use my discount code?
I will.
Because might as well, if you're going to order like £30 worth or more, you might as well get 10% off.
Oh yeah, once I get paid, I'll be looking around for some stuff for the enclosures. I'm gonna be getting.
Which substrates are you thinking of trying?
A what?
Which substrates are you thinking of trying?
I was thinking about testing out the custodian and maybe the centipede mix because I want to get another big centipede now that the mint leg has passed.
Yeah, no, the custodian I've been using that since they brought out, so it's pretty much a year now. And yeah, like every single ice colony I've used that with, they have boomed.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to change my substrate. I like my mix, but it's nice to try something else,
it's a good it's a good mix of it. And then also your springtails just boom as well because it's got the added charcoal in and stuff.
Yeah.
Are they at your show, Phil?
So what was that?
Are they coming to your show?
No.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? That's a
Yep.
shame.
I'm looking forward to see what Ely will bring to your show this year.
And things that you just never know what they might be able to get hold of.
Oh man, I need to go up there again because they've had such cool stuff like aquatics and like invert and reptile frog wise. Oh, the Malayan leaf frogs, I want one.
I was looking at the yellow and like green coloured morning geckos the other day. Bug Hut.
Yellow green morning.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll send you a picture. I'll show it in a sec.
Ooh.
They had the mossy frogs over there as well.
Oh, I want mossy frogs so bad. I love them.
I've also now used the centipede substrate.
Is it good?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it's a very kind of like large particle substrate.
Okay, so it's quite like chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good for them.
There's a lot of there's some big bits of bark in it and stuff, and then even like the actual soil itself is quite large particle soil.
The grub den's always been very good.
Yeah, grub den's good for beetle larvae and millipedes and stuff.
Yeah, the beetles love it, and the millipede loves that. Yeah, I might have to do the custodian one, change over some of my pods.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main. I'll use other substrates for my ice pods, but that's the main one I use nowadays. Is that one because it works. Another thing, it's really good.
Plus, it saves you time, and you're not having to buy all the different ingredients for it. And
the only thing like that's not a morning gecko.
What was I looking at? Sorry, that's the wrong photo. What's that?
That's a Clemro. That's a Calcima. That's a day gecko.
Day gecko. There we go.
Day gecko.
I used to keep and breed those. Yeah, a Calcima Clemro. Neon, like the neon day gecko or yellow-headed day gecko.
These things are stunning.
So
that's an adult.
They weren't very cheap.
I think they're like a dwarf day gecko, and
yeah, they weren't very cheap at all, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
they were
very, very attractive,
weren't they?
Something like yeah. Oh, don't turn that way.
Yeah, they're so cool. I love those.
No filter on that at all. Colours on that.
Nice.
It's so beautiful.
Recently needs redoing the Storm Trooper decanter terrarium because I'm not sure what happened, but it bailed after it was going well for so long and then it just failed. But that is the fun of closed terrariums.
Yes, some work, some don't.
Yep.
As with all things in the hobby, some things work, some things don't. You just got to try.
So I've still got the I just need to clean it out and do it again and see if I can do it a bit better or go right. What went wrong this time? And try again. But that's the thing with all these things, at least with just the closed terrarium side, it's just plants and normally just cuttings. None of us, Angelo, because none of us have a DWA.
Yet.
I don't have one yet.
Yet.
Your
Don't
best
forget-
bet to talk to Tim Baxter.
Yeah,
So, Phil, with the zoo
and
license,
then
yeah?
Tim Baxter can't sell them, can he? Because his license is
No.
just to keep.
So with
You were saying,
the
Matt?
with the zoo license, do you then have to have DWA for every species that you want to keep at the zoo on top of the zoo license?
No, but the zoo license, on zoo license, you can stipulate like what you can and can't keep, sort of thing.
Right, okay.
Yeah, don't you need to keep like an updated list of what you're keeping currently?
Oh yeah, you got to you got to like yearly tell like the council what you got, that sort of thing. So when you see like the news stories every year of the yearly stock take, there's some truth to it, but most of the stories you see are rubbish. We don't just count them all in one day.
This is
You can
why
go around
we
with a clipboard that says stock take. Yeah, you count them. Things like your tigers, you count them every single day because you're making sure that
That one's
you
not
got two. You make sure there's always two. Kind of thing.
I swear there was
You know.
3 in there yesterday.
this is why we want to basically take over and get the petting zoo. We need to buy the petting zoo.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, then you can have a pet the Deathstalker, handle the Black Widow.
Certain things like the mammals and stuff. You pretty much count them every day anyway. So, some things like you do like quarterly or annually or monthly or whatever, depending on what it is. So, but the license. So on the license, they could like say, right, we don't think that this whatever place is suitable for big cats, therefore you're not allowed any big cats on your license. For instance, that's happened at places.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I think because there was one place, it was in Wales, and
What, the mountain zoo or
sorry,
the mountain zoo or somewhere else?
no. It was like a small place, like I think like South Wales way, I think. And so I can't remember what it was called now, but they had to basically like rehome their cats. They had lions and they had lynx and stuff, and they had to rehome them all because they got removed from their license because they just didn't know what they were doing.
Oh, that wasn't that long ago, was it?
It wasn't a hugely long time ago. I want to. Was it Borth? I think it was Borth Zoo. I think it was
I'm
called.
just looking it up.
But they had a lynx like escape, and them getting it back, they managed to garrote one of them to get it back. And it's just like they just didn't know what they were doing. They didn't have staff trained to deal with those, to manage those sort of animals and stuff.
Is it Borth?
I
Borth
think
wild animal?
yeah. But they didn't have a clue what they were doing. They didn't know. They had no training in that. So like, it was not safe to have those sort of animals. You need specialists, specially trained staff to deal with animals like that. So often to manage animals like that, and to have escape procedures which they just didn't have.
That's just nuts.
Sort of thing. So I know, on their license they got stipulated that they couldn't have any like dangerous animals. I think. So you can have, we don't technically need we don't need a separate license for like the tigers, but the license authority could go, this ain't, we don't think you're safe, therefore we're stipulating on the license, or that you can have a license as long as you don't have this sort of thing. They can put it down as a condition type thing, or direction.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
if,
I'm assuming the license process, like, because obviously it doesn't look that much, but I'm presuming the license process has quite a few visitations and things like that to actually obtain the license anyway.
I don't know about getting one like initially, but I'd imagine it'd be similar to just the renewal anyway, where you basically have a visit.
Yeah.
And they go for, they go through everything, and then grant you a license or not, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's to do with health and safety, of course. There's getting more and more on sort of record keeping.
So I think it would work. I think it'd work if we took over the petting zoo, yeah, because we could have our own little like petting zoo. We could have Phil as zookeeper. We could have Jeremy running the tea shop.
the tea set showroom.
can I run the VIP experience?
There'll be no it'll be no Chelsea buns at Jeremy's shop, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely bloody not.
Do we call that bit Jeremy's Tea World?
No.
That would be a good play on words as well, wouldn't it? You missed an opportunity there, Jeremy. You need to change your channel name.
Yeah.
No, I'm not branding for a meme.
I'll sort you out stickers.
That's it. We do it. You imagine between us we'd have a huge amount of inverts on display.
Yep. Could be
Some
good.
decent reptiles on display and amphibians on display.
We took that Canada goose.
We could all do filming there.
We took the Canada goose egg over there, but unfortunately, because they've got a massive incubator there, like the one that does all the turning and all this and the other. But yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't turn out to be viable in the end.
Aww.
I thought I could see stuff through it when I did the old candelier thing on it, but yeah, not to be. Apparently, you've got to keep them really hot, like 39 degrees or something.
Yeah.
Oh my.
No, I'd love to, one day have like my own little, like, say, studio or something place that could have everything just really nicely set up to be able to film it, and then have people come around and see it and stuff.
Oh, have you seen Steve's new shed that he's got?
Yes, Transfantastic, yeah. Yeah, his workshop.
Yeah.
We look at the product, but it looks cool.
It does. Cool. I like what he's done with the his logo with the LED lights behind it. Looks good.
That's it. It's like, I want to do something. Would love to have something similar eventually. Whether have something I could maybe have as if I had it as a shop, perhaps, where people come and see stuff and then they can buy stuff, whatever. Then that gets around a lot of the licensing side of things. I can just have an AAL name instead.
Yep.
But I still have things nicely displayed and be like, oh, there's a gallery on the side that you can go and look at. It's all part of the shop and look at stuff as a display area, and then also have stuff for sale or whatever. That'd be awesome. But that takes money.
A lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money that I don't have.
That's
but maybe one
bloody
maybe one day.
Man. That NHS pay and then save up to get my own spot.
Maybe one day.
We are talking
know.
about. We're not sure yet, but we're talking about possibly moving the rooms around up here, just because of the heat more than anything. Because in this room it gets extremely hot. Like even now, it's still just it's about 27 still. But our room is at the back of the house, and it doesn't get much. It gets sun in the morning, but only till about 12 o'clock. So we're talking about possibly moving Connor into this room because it's big enough for a double bed and a wardrobe, and that's all you really need. And then moving me and Kath into Connor's room, which is a really long room, but not as wide as our room. But then our room has already got 3 double wardrobes, and I could just take the doors off them because they're IKEA wardrobes. Just take the doors off and put the shelves in at like 45 centimetre height each or whatever. And I was looking at all the spiders I got. I reckon I'd probably only need 2 of the wardrobes. And then the other wardrobe, I can put all the substrates and things like that in it, and enclosures. And then we could also move all things like the Xbox and the guitars and all that stuff in there as well, Beardy and the Snake. Put a sofa in there and stuff, make it more of a thing for Connor and myself anyway. But that's going to involve a lot of work. House Tetris. Hey, Claire.
Hey, Claire.
Hey, Claire.
Yeah, some of the fangs are a little bit menacing, aren't they?
Hey, Amy.
You get the big sturmies out, and the fangs can be quite brutal.
Amy.
But yeah, we'll see about the rooms. I'm hoping Connor's okay with it, Kath's okay with it. It's just more of a case of me having to empty 2 of the rooms to move stuff around up here. It's just like it's not going to be done in a day. And then I'll lose interest for that. We'll see how hot it gets in July. If it gets really, really hot, then everyone's going to just move. I'll just decide one day to do it.
Best way.
Yeah.
Every time I plan on doing things, I need to do it.
Thing is, that room's big enough to have like a Dave type table in there with the old ridge on it and stuff, a bit like Jaden's one, and then have like sofa in there still, both Xboxes, 2 TVs, the guitar stuff, and spiders and all the reptiles as well. And what we might do is move the gecko downstairs because it's still too up here for Cresty, really.
Yeah, I might have to take down my insulation curtain.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I'd do it is I don't really want to. I'm looking around this room thinking of all the things I've got to move, and I don't really want to do the pain and suffering because it'll be involved moving 2 double beds, 5 wardrobes, every item of clothing we own, plus every spider, the racking, everything. It'll just be it'll be chaos.
Yeah, that would be quite chaotic.
We'll see.
Hey, Bart.
We'll see. Hey, Bart.
Hey, Bart.
Hey, but
The Barley arrives all right tomorrow.
Like,
He grabbed one of the some adult Charlies from me.
That's all right.
Nice.
I've got no idea where everything is.
And I'm getting another collection tomorrow as well.
what?
Oh yeah. What are you getting?
Let's pull up the list.
Maybe. I'll put it in now. Oh, you've gone out.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost it. Give me a second. Ugh.
I don't think I've seen a spider put so much size on as this one. It has just molted, and I think it needs a rehouse. It has just almost doubled in size. I've no idea how.
Oh, bloody hell, I've lost the list.
So you're getting spiders.
Oh, here we go. So I'm getting a sex pair of Sericopelma species bouquets. Oh, pronounce it again. Oh my god. Flamingocilus or Flamingocilus arboricola, female. Balfouri, female. Panther machala, female. Guahini, female. Smithy, female. Smithy. Lasiosano, female. Lividus, female. And then a Hamori, juvie.
Is a lot of this going to be for you to shift along, or?
Yes, indeed.
Nice.
Yeah, you just get them cheap enough. I might even keep the bouquet pair and just sell the rest on.
Mate, they're lovely spiders, and you don't see them very often.
No, and a pair at that. So why not?
Breed them.
Steve just sold his female, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
That one was awesome at the Capital show when he had it.
Oh, I was tempted. I'm not going to lie, but I spent far too much money.
Gorgeous looking spider.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it in person. I saw some pics, but they're not very great pictures, so it'll be nice to see.
You don't seem to get Sericopelma. Don't really sort of be around too much, are they?
No, the most common one you'll see is Santa Catalina, but other than that, you don't really see the other ones.
I've got 2 Angustums.
Ooh,
Both of them were gifts as well.
Angustum are nice. Again, an uncommon spider. The whole, like you said, the whole Sericopelma genus is not too commonly seen anymore, which is a shame.
No. It's funny because the Angustums, they're very much like a redder version of Vargans in a lot of respects.
Vargan. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see. Plus, I have a sling of Arboricola from
Where?
a male and a female, but I don't know if I'll keep. But Arboricola are nice.
Yeah, very nice.
It's just I need to stop buying stuff, man.
What?
But you just can't deal. Too good.
Collections are your exoterra, aren't they?
Huh?
Indeed. But hey, I got a couple collections, sold them on. I treated myself to the Peace Smithy, so it all works out in the end, eh?
Yeah.
I was gonna buy he had a Miranda as well, adult female Miranda. But he was like, I'm gonna keep that. I'm like, okay, thanks. Why offer it in the list then?
Nice.
Wow, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to.
So you bought all these collections, but you haven't found a deal on a new monitor yet, no?
I'm guessing one on Friday when my sister picks up her stuff from uni. She's giving me her monitor.
Oh,
It's
right.
been so annoying. Genuinely, I really wanted to play with you guys, and I went upstairs and I was like, I had a few drinks. I'm already like, meh, and I'm just bashing this fucking monitor because it won't turn on. I don't know what my cousin did to it. He came into my house, he played on my PS4, and then since then it's not turning on. I think the whole monitor's just dead.
Was it plugged in?
I tried everything. Plugged it in, changed the HDMI cable.
This was on the night after the live where Jeremy had a few drinks.
I swear, I was
That
okay.
thing
I was trying to turn it on. It was not working. I got so frustrated. It was so
It probably wasn't plugged in to start with, so Jeremy beat it up, and that's probably why it's not working. It was probably absolutely fine. It was just that after a bit of Jeremy, like, I don't know, martial arts on it or whatever, it's like, yeah, it's just killed it.
It was plugged in. I haven't, Osmond. Moving on. Chunkily break my monitor. But nah, I'm getting one on Friday, so hopefully I can play some games this week.
What's that, Bastion?
Friday, my last day of placement at uni. Yeah, I can go back to my normal chilled out job for a few months.
Nice.
Just relax.
See you, Reese.
Bye.
Bye, Reese. Hey, Jeremy, did you get to see my message about the velvet spiders?
I was actually meaning to message you back. So you sent the message, right? I got the request, but it kept saying message loading too big or something.
Oh, really?
Hold on, let me see if it's still saying. Yeah, it says waiting for this message. Might take, and it's never sent through.
It's only I'll resend it.
Was it just some advice on what you were looking for?
Well, yeah, I was just asking if you had any or know anywhere to get some velvet spiders.
Yeah. Donna shouting you.
You didn't want the Candana did you? You wanted other species.
Yeah, it was the. Hold on, I've resent you the message. See if that's sent.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I had a look.
Yeah.
I actually be acquiring Alba Pictus male in the next couple.
Yeah.
So, goes well. I'll let you know. I got an Alba Pictus female in a collection, and I found a male now. I'm just giving the guy the steps on how to post one out in the mail because they've not done it before. So I'll let you know. But Wild Canary, keep an eye on Spar Spiders. He's growing some orange rings.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll see if he posts them. If not, I'll let you know if I see anything else.
Yeah. All right. Cheers. Thank you.
That's all right, dude. But it's interesting, you know. I don't know. It's a bit of a topic, but I don't know if you guys have noticed. In the past few years, there hasn't been any updated Eresus on any sites at all. Spider Shop used to get about 10 species in, and then that Bug Box guy used to get a few in, but you don't see the Eresus list anymore.
No, that's true.
Until you mention it, no, I didn't really think about it. But yeah, there's not been any sort of updates in any of the mail at all, have there?
So what's interesting is, people were saying it was bred, but I was talking to Hannes, and apparently in Europe there are farms that go out and collect them. The females hatch obviously, and they get the slings, and they ship them out as captive bred ones. So I'm thinking the farms are out, or they're not collected.
Right.
So that's why there's no air quotes captive bred slings. And what also backs it up is that I was chatting to Hannes. He can't find any breeding reports for Erisidae at all. So they're air quote unbreedable, but there's so many captive bred slings in the hobby, supposedly. So yeah, it's interesting. Food for thought.
Interrupted sausage fest.
So what's the thoughts there then, Jess?
Well, it must be true then that they were just collected females that had backs in captivity, shipped out, and that's why a lot of them died in post. And you know, you don't really see a lot of them grown up from those. I'll leave
the screen.
Species Blue, Wild Canary, Moavicus. A lot of those slings I had, and they didn't grow up well with me at all.
Oh, right.
So it's interesting for sure. Because you'd think the Eresus in general, with so many slings about, there'd be at least one breeding report. There's no reason to hide breeding reports on Eresus, is there?
Bastion. Hi, Bastion.
So that's just a interesting thought in regards to the species.
If they're
Is
not,
it?
if they're not breeding them in captivity, it's one of those things that I probably wouldn't go and get then.
Yeah, that's why I'm hopefully this Albopictus pairing works out. I don't know if this female's mature, so I said to the guy, if it doesn't work out, I'll just ship the male back to you.
Hey, Shrugs.
Like Shrugs. He said if he's able to get the done, he's happy to do it. So why not? Just give it a go.
Hey, Shrugs.
Speaking of which, anyone with female Eresus ruficapillus or Eresus balcanicus, let me know. I've got males here.
I don't even know what that is.
Velvet spiders.
Oh.
What are they?
Velvet spiders.
Velvet spiders. Oh, yeah, they're cute.
Don't know because I've never kept them.
So, are we saying that the only ones that, or are you saying the only ones that you think are unbreedable are the ones that were being posted, like, what was it? Is it like the Wacanaria? Pretty much only them.
The entire Eresus genus that was species Blue, Boavicus, Albopictus, Wild Canary, Orange Ring, all of those.
Yeah.
There's no breeding reports out there at all.
Very
Like I've updated. It's been a year since I talked to it with Hannes. There might be some reports out there now, but it's just food for thought. Obviously, with the popularity of these spiders,
I identify as class as somebody. Yeah, that's how I feel today.
Yeah, it's interesting. But Gandana men are readily bred in captivity. I've paired two Stegodyphus at the moment, Lineatus and Defori.
Fried in Salford.
But time will tell.
Yeah, I was watching something, I don't remember, some pride thing. I didn't even know it was still about.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, it is.
Now come the fun feedings: Caudatus, Lagardi, and Calciatum. Yay!
Oh,
just a tad bit spicy.
We've got a mature male Lagardi, haven't we?
Yeah.
Ooh. Did you notice, Dave, like on that, how they have a weird shape abdomen? They're almost like really elongated.
Yeah. Yeah, we noticed that. Like even when they're really small.
Yeah, and they hold their weight really heavily, or even though like they're not overweight, they just have big abdomens as a general.
Yeah. Because ours always looked overfed, even though it weren't fed that much at all.
Yeah.
Nice spiders, aren't they?
Yeah.
Ours just matured out for the male.
Have you noticed a change in it since it's matured? Like, because I know they're just psychos anyway.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's still just a psycho. As soon as you try and open the lid and that, it's there at the top trying to get you.
Nice.
It's a cute little thing, though.
It's interesting because normally, like, you know, they calm down when they get mature and stuff, but
yeah, some of our males have, and like there's only been a couple that have really been crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, most can't.
Yeah. Like my poultry, he's going on 2.5 years mature, isn't he?
oh, that's good, Kate.
Yeah. He still looks great. He's getting like really skinny because he won't eat big crickets anymore. He'll only eat like little ones. But
yeah,
he's doing all right, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still going.
Yeah, still going strong.
That Caudatus is awesome.
Oh, Osman's
Yeah.
matured at 3
Oh, do you know what, Osman? I was worried that we did something wrong because ours is about 7 centimetres, 7-8 centimetres. Our Lagarde male. We thought it was really small, didn't we? But if God matured, wow. Yeah, ours matured out what, a couple of months ago, didn't
It's
it?
not hot on the wall, no.
Jesus. Yeah, I
The
thought
variety-
God.
No, the variety of summer spiders, like size-wise, we were talking about it on Friday. Actually, we were talking about like the Salmopius genus with this way that some of the males mature out. Like you got the Pulcher, those ones, the males tend to be almost on par with the females. They're massive. The
Yeah.
females are big, but the males are big, but they're very, very leggy. Whereas like something like the Reduncus, you get the males like this sort of size, and the females are like that. Like
Yeah.
it's nuts.
It's crazy. What was we looking at as well? The cane kraken. Like some of them males are really tiny and spindly, and then you've got the huge females.
No, we've not got a mature male regardless. Both are regardless a mature female.
Yeah.
I do.
No, he was talking. It was the Lagarde.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
hey,
guard-
Dale.
Yeah. Hey Dale.
It's Emmerdale.
Hey, Dale.
Yeah, I don't know anyone with a female Lagarde to breed.
No, they're not. They're not the most common.
Common, are they? That's why I thought like yeah, I've got male Hattie Hattie. Don't know whether anybody's got a female.
Most of my hatties are quite small, so I haven't even sexed them yet.
Yeah.
Argocephalus.
Super small and the females are big. Yeah, it's crazy.
What did you show me the other day? One was like
Yeah,
Oh,
the cane
dude.
kraken.
Are they the
big as
ones?
me
That,
hand, things like that.
Yeah, the cane kraken. It
Osman, I
was
think-
ridiculous.
I think that Genodi was the one that Luke sent a photo of to me and Scott once, just to show the size difference. And it's like the male's like that, and the female was like.
Whoa.
Yeah, honestly, it looked like you was pairing a sling with a like Theraphosa almost. It's fucking ridiculous.
No way.
Let's have a.
Crazy, isn't it? Them poor males must be terrified going in there.
Unless I like a big girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Here you go. I'll show you. I'll show you this picture. This is the one Luke sent me a while ago. This is unreal. Like as far as difference between male and female. When I eventually managed to open it up.
And let me put on larger. There you go.
That is a mature male
Oh my god!
and
Oh, I
female.
didn't even see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Augustophilus genodi.
That definitely does look like a sling and an adult.
I was just looking at a big spider. I didn't see that.
That looks. Oh my god, that's like cricket size.
It's nuts, isn't it?
God, what the hell is that?
That is
Oh my-
the Augustophilus genodi that Osman was talking about. I remember Luke sort of talking about size differences on Scott's Live once, and he mentioned this one, and he sent us a photo, and it's this picture.
That's crazy.
That's
But it's a
that's
beautiful
pairing.
spider.
That's the pairing, Jeremy.
God, that wouldn't even be a snack if you ate him.
She probably wouldn't even notice him. She'd, like go in
No.
there, do his business, and wander underneath her. And
She would,
disappear.
yeah, she wouldn't even know. That's a gorgeous spider, though.
That's just.
Really gorgeous.
You've got to hope the female is conditioned well and very receptive. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes, as soon as
Definitely.
the male taps, like I've had the Reduncus that I've got, Chris's. When the male went in there, he tapped immediately, and all she did was lift her legs up. She had her fangs parted, but she looked like she was
Yeah.
threat posing, and she wasn't. She was just
Yeah.
like getting ready.
Come and get me.
Oh.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, look, you don't start tapping this mistaken for a roach. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just nuts, isn't it? You definitely want to introduce some webbing on that one, I think, first of all. Maybe like tap for them with some fake grass or something.
Oh,
Yeah, nuts. Absolutely crazy one, that one.
That male was small because all our males are normally huge, aren't they? But that one, I was like, no, it can't be matured yet. It was tiny.
I had an elegans mature, and I didn't realise it was mature because I bought it. I saw it when I rehoused it, and then I rehoused it again. And when I rehoused it again, I was like, this thing's not eaten in ages. So I got the macro lens out on it. And when I got the macro lens out on it, I could see the hooks, but I couldn't see it because the thing was about a centimetre. It was only 1 centimetre as a spider. It's fully mature. It was ridiculous.
I don't think it was because it died, and like we thought, oh, there's nothing wrong. So we had a look at it, and that's when we saw the hooks, isn't it?
Yeah, tiny little things, isn't they? Absolutely tiny.
Really little
Because we had two of the elegans and the other one. Is it the lead set?
The Leetsy, yeah. No, that was that was another male we had.
That was a male,
Diddy male, tiny. Yeah, they get the job done though, isn't it? Like getting in there that tiny.
Legends. That's how. Absolute legends.
Legends. Little legends. But at least if they're smaller, they're harder to catch, aren't they? If they do try and eat them. They can scurry away their quick.
Don't know.
Oh, it's a smaller area to catch.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
what trees were on?
Okay, I don't know. What do you want? I'll have a look, yeah. Right, if I just do that, I'll go and have a look on the tablet. What takeaway you want? Okay.
Oh, right.
I'll be back in a sec.
I don't know. What do you want? Oh, burger or something. Smashies. Yeah. I might order a new centipede later.
Just
From where?
squeeze my legs.
I don't know.
My legs just creeping past there. Milk bottle legs out today.
Nat said I can have one, so I might order one.
Yeah. We've got the centipede bug now.
The centipedes are awesome.
They are awesome, aren't they? Yeah, centipedes and sticky insects.
No!
Yay! Amy got me into sticky insects.
I know.
Mate, you want to join Katie Dids? That's what you want.
Katie Dids.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider Shop have got some, haven't they?
They're expensive.
Sure. Oh, are they?
Okay.
I might have a look at the shorts of Katie Dids then. Because one of the guys at the show, he had it like on his top here. It was just like sitting there all nice. Wait, no.
I had my Marshali stridulating at me earlier. That was nice.
Oh, lovely. I like Marshallings, don't I?
If I spoke spider, I think he was telling me to piss off.
Was he?
Is that, Tori's still in that lid?
Yeah, she's still in there. All cuddled up, bless her. I was thinking about trying to oof her out, but I've had a couple of glasses of wine, so better not. How can you bring moss back?
Yeah, it's just they're like needs to root, doesn't it? It's not like
Yeah.
if they don't root very well, they don't do very well.
Sometimes if you overwater it, it can make it worse. So it's just
All depends on the type of moss as well. There's so many different types of moss. It's ridiculous.
because one of our mosses, we kept it sprayed and they just went all horrible. Where the one we get off of Leah, that's awesome.
Do you know why?
That stays green for ages.
Because it's got all soil still in the roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, carpet moss is always good to get.
Yeah. Yeah, the moss we get off Leah, I won't get it anywhere else now. Yeah, Ceratogyrus. Yeah, I love that genus.
Yeah, you still not got one more.
I know the horn baboons. I know because we've got enough tarantulas.
You're allowed one of those.
Yeah. Oh, there was a gorgeous one at the Wigan show.
Yeah, my
There's a-
Darlingi's really calm. Both of the Darlingis are really calm, but the Marshali, he's just aggro. He come out of his burrow today because I was putting water in his bowl, and as he come out of his burrow, he come across the entire enclosure, slapping like that towards the bowl.
Did he?
And then when he got to the bowl, he just reared up and started like.
Oh. Yeah, it was. I told you the other day, Ginge, my Brachypelma albiceps male. He's just matured out, and he's got like really narky. And I put his locust in like that, and he's just slapping the floor at it and everything, like he's having a tantrum.
Nice.
It's really funny.
I think that's everyone fed. Oh no, still got to feed the roaches. Yay!
I was just about to say I've not been fed yet.
No, hang on.
Oh no, and I've got to feed the roaches and the frog. That's all I've got to feed.
Yeah, I'll probably feed him tonight. Is it tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah. Today.
Friday we'll ask them. Yep, so it is. Right, pick your smashy burger.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Pick your smashy burger. Smashy burgers, they're so good, aren't they? All right, down there, Chris?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Where's Alice?
She's asleep, I think.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's not frog hunting then.
Sorry?
She's not frog hunting then.
No.
Thank
Well,
God.
yeah, down there, but I'm just singing frog songs and.
Yeah,
Got
kind of was my
frog
fault. I
crazy,
did
isn't
add her to
Yeah.
Pac Mania, so
Thanks for that.
my bad.
She came in here earlier and she was like, "Oh, we really want to get these frogs. Can we go and get them?" An hour and a half
Nice.
drive for a couple of white clawed frogs, African clawed frogs.
Car.
I ain't
Bit of a
driving
waste,
an hour and a half for those.
No. No, it's a bit of a wait, and it's 3 hour round
Ooh.
trip.
Yeah, Osman, that doesn't sound fun, mate.
I'll have a stack of smashy.
It's back as
Yeah.
back is for most. There's none.
It's really weird. People always go on about the Ammonias being spicy and stuff like that. I've got two. I had three. One passed away, but I've got two Ammonias. Like, you can take the lids off them, turn around, go get your food, do whatever. Have maintenance in there with the lids off.
What's
the
up,
doors
yeah,
off.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
She did give it legs when
Yeah,
she was
the-
tiny, didn't she?
Yeah, but she gave me a fright because I opened the door to the enclosure, went in, turned the water pot up, and she sat right there next to me. And I didn't even see her.
Yeah,
She'd come out of her log and was just
She's a
sitting
full
there.
adult.
the
that was a
Canberra
bit
male
scary.
I had, the mature male I had that Leah had for the babies was he was a bit spicy, but all the slings I've got of the Canberra guys are absolutely super chilled. The Pulcher female I've got, she gets a bit aggro. She sort of gets a bit threat posy when you sort of put food in there and stuff like this, but then she calms down and eats it. And the Redunkus just every now and then goes on an absolute mental spree running around. But yeah, the Ammonias are pretty chilled out, really.
Yeah, female poacher. That's what I want. Right, you having it as a meal bag?
Yeah.
Stackers,
Yes, frogs. Yeah, African clawed frogs are aquatic.
Beef
Like Xenopus
patty,
lavis.
chicken
Yeah.
strip,
Yeah.
So I didn't see
and
them.
yeah, so, yeah.
And if they're albino, they look like a dead plucked chicken.
A dead cooked chicken.
Yes, things. They'll literally eat anything that they can fit in their mouth.
Yep, if it isn't enough, they'll eat it.
What, the Pac-Man? It's weird. My Pac-Man just doesn't have much of an appetite. I mean, he eats, but it's like and he's not underweight. Like Jeremy's seen him a few times. It's like a healthy looking frog. It's just weird. It's just doesn't like eating.
Yeah, it's the same as one of our ones. I think it's grocery. Alice has called one of the Pac-Man frogs groceries. Yeah, it doesn't really want to eat much.
No.
Right.
And also, I put this massive, great, huge water feature in his enclosure. Right, it's all nice stones in there. He's got his little water depth bit, and he's got shallow areas. He's got all these little fake plants and leaves and round all this and ever. Yeah, he's never used it.
Typical frogs, though. You give them everything in the world, and they just want to sit in one little corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, when was that, Donald?
Well,
Drove Edinburgh to Manchester for a kill.
wow.
See, I just topped up the water in my white tree frogs. I'll check in 20 minutes, and I can guarantee you.
Yeah, I know, you know.
Shit.
Yep. Our one hasn't moved at all. It's crazy.
I think the most active frogs we've got are the five-bellied toads.
Yeah.
But oddly, Alice was telling me they're not actually toads; they're frogs.
Yep.
But they're called toads. No, I'm debating on. I've got the that big Viv that I could thinking of making into an eco Viv. Debating whether to put dart frogs in them.
Do it.
I like dart
dark
frogs.
You wanted
Do
some.
it. Get Terribilis mint. They're my favourite.
Those guys.
You need to get Terribilis mint so I can be jealous.
What colour are those?
Like a neon, like not neon. They're kind of like a. How do you describe it? So like a. They're green, but they're not really green.
Oh, are they like a lime green?
I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
We're kind of a minty green.
Yeah, they're just.
Mint green.
Yeah.
But are they the more pricier ones?
They're not super priced, but
Yeah.
they're.
You can tell by the fact Jeremy's voice went up 4 octaves that is a
Yeah,
lie.
doing that.
No, they're not. They're not the most expensive. You're not going to be
Yeah,
paying.
dude. No, they're not that expensive.
Well, you can get dart frogs for like £35 a froglet, but
Yeah.
with Terribilis, you're probably looking at about maybe £50-60. So they're not super expensive.
Well, not
I mean,
the most expensive ones, but
No, you look at Ufaga genus, and they're like 150 to 250 per frog.
yeah.
Can we get one of those? If we get dark frogs, can you get, you know, just
Like,
like
Farger are-
and you can have water in the pot? Would dark frogs go in there?
Just look, I'll set them up in.
I love
Yeah.
them. They're so pretty. I love them.
They are cute.
So I had
And
some
they get quite
beautiful
big as
ones in
well.
Petra.
The Terribilis get quite big, so they don't have to eat just fruit flies. They can eat like small crickets and other feeders.
Turn
Okay.
things into things.
So I'm thinking of putting them with day geckos, maybe.
That'll work.
Yeah. So I don't just want frogs. I
Like
want,
what Matt was showing off earlier, the Emerald. Put them in with
Oh
the
yeah.
camera.
yeah.
Oh, for you stick.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I tried to talk to my mum yesterday because we got you guys have seen the fish tank, right, Matt and Phil?
Yeah.
I was like to my mum, Mum, what if I got rid of the fish tank? Why do you want to get rid of the fish tank? Can I replace it with a dart frog tank? Absolutely not. I was
Let's do it on the
look,
slide.
look, planted and lush, and she was like, absolutely not. Keep the fish. I like the fish. I'm like, okay, fine.
Go. If I asked Nat to get rid of my fish tank, she'd say, yeah, go ahead. Just put something else there.
Yeah, because
My mum was the same lady 4 years ago when I first got my big fish tank. Absolutely livid because she was like swearing the house. Now where the fuck am I going to put this tank? It's so big. Then I come down the next day. She's moving the dining room set to make the tank fit in the dining area. This is in our old. And so I'm not gonna take away the That's the fish.
That's what my mum was like to Beth and Jeff if I want to bring some at home.
Yeah. I hope you're okay, Amy. You feel crap.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it's like this weather doesn't help. It's too warm and stuffy.
Doesn't help a lot of the time, does it?
No.
It makes my fatigue from my fibro worse when it's hot like this.
I'm actually quite cool now.
You're a cool dude, are you?
Yeah.
I am sitting here sweating, even though I've got your vest top on as a dress. Nick's vest top, but it's long enough as a dress.
Bart's in Scotland and his house is boiling.
Yeah, my house is boiling too.
Turn it down, Bart, put it on a simmer.
Yeah. My butt's on fire too. Everything's on fire at the minute.
You've all got swap, but
Yeah. We need some air conditioning units as standard in places. That's what you need. In Australia, you do. My auntie and my uncle are going from the outside in. Oh, it's lovely. But when you open the door to go back out, it's like going into an oven.
It's
Yeah,
the
but
one
the air
thing about
conditioning.
theatres that I like because they have to keep infection control at a minimum. We have to keep the theatres really cold, so I just sit there all nice and cool.
Oh, I bet you did. Oh, it was well nice.
Oh, it was so nice today.
Yeah, I'd just go and sit in there. I'll be like, yeah, I'll work in there today.
I'm just sitting in the anaesthetic room, like, hey, you guys all sweating.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's not fun in the winter though.
Oh no, you have to take your hat and scarf.
Oh, I'm wearing 3 layers.
Cool. Yeah, but that's not fun when it's cold outside.
I used to wear 3 layers in the summer, haven't I? 3 pair of
I'll
pants.
give you 3 guesses where I went yesterday, Phil.
Well, considering I know that you was at well, you was going to pop into there as well. I mean, you can't not really.
No, exactly. You can't not.
It looks like a Happy Meal. Oh, I thought that was something plastic, Matt. I thought it was a toy.
That's fudge. That's fudge.
Oh my god, fudge. Oh,
Cherry Bakewell flavour.
The cherry Bakewell one is really good.
Oh my god. And where's that?
That would be the only like thing with your plan of all of us buying the pens in there is that we'd all be on a sugar high because the amount of sweets we'd be eating.
Yeah.
Like,
Bring it all to Bristol. We'll all buy some for Bristol and we'll all be on a sugar rush.
The shop is so good.
Fudge. Oh, I love it.
hey,
We was going to try and make some, wouldn't we? We have to have a go again.
well, they wouldn't spend necessarily as much all in one go. It'd perhaps be like just daily, just like buying a bag and trying everything. Buy a bag of stuff in a day. Yeah, oops.
Oh, different ones.
The fudge that you can get that I can get down at my mum's is amazing. Down in Cornwall.
She down Cornwall, won't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say proper clotted cream fudge. Yeah, it's just like.
Oh, she's got osteoarthritis.
And the ice cream down there as well. You've got Ross Kelly's ice cream.
Oh, I must admit, I did have an ice cream yesterday as well. No, I had the ice cream Saturday because I went there both days. It was salted caramel and marshmallow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not fun having arthritis. I've got it in my back and my hands and hip.
If you have like a proper Cornish ice cream down in Cornwall, you get the scooped ice cream and then they scoop on clotted cream on top of it.
Clotted cream. Oh, it's gorgeous, babe. I gave you clotted cream ice cream. Yeah, you have. You've had it and you absolutely loved it.
Clotted cream ice cream is good, and then you put a dollop of clotted cream on top of it.
Oh, wow. You cannot beat it.
If you get like certain places called like proper scooped ice cream, Cornish ice cream, they'll often be like, "Do you want cream on top of that?"
Oh
And
yeah.
it's literally like a
I've
scoop
never
of soft
had
cream on top
that.
of the ice cream. It's like, oh my god.
I've had the clotted
All the
cream ice
cream,
cream, but I've never had that on top. I bet that was amazing.
Nice.
And of course, before you have that, you got to have a proper pasty first.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not mince meat,
Yeah,
actual
that's
proper
like
chunks
No,
of meat.
no. Proper one from a proper Cornish baker's.
Yeah. Not
It's got
ginks.
proper chunks of skirt steak in it.
Not too hard, Papa.
No.
Yeah, I'd say that's osteo, Amy. My mum's got that. She gets broken bones. All she has to do is just trip over and she can break her ankle and she's got really bad. Any kind of arthritis is a nightmare.
Yeah, let's get around to going down to my mum's at some point.
You said it strong. You're the oldest with Mark.
Yeah, my knuckles and that, Donna, look all funny. I've got like witchy hands, haven't I? Yeah.
Weird feet too.
Yeah. They get like lumps on the joints and that. It annoys me because I can't do like too much crocheting at one time. I have to stop, don't I, for days. It's annoying because it's like one of my main hobbies.
It's sad. Same problem with Alice.
Yeah.
We'll do crocheting and then it would just get too much for her.
Yeah.
Just get
Yeah,
some
I did some for people at the show and like made some jumping spiders. And like was it Tara's one I was trying to finish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And like I was trying to sew it together and my hands I couldn't even grip where they hurt so badly. And that was just doing like 3 items. So it's annoying. I had to stop for about a week, give my hands time to recover. Is that what Alice suffers with her hands?
Yeah, she suffers with her hands. Yeah, they start getting painful. And then she decided to start up freaking wood carving.
Oh, yeah. But that's the thing. Everything like when you want to do things, it's always something that's got to stop you. Right, I like doing like sewing. I used to love sewing. I used to make my own dresses and all sorts. But because of my hands and my grip, I can't grip the sewing, like the tiny sewing needles and things like that. I can't do fine stitching and stuff, which is really annoying. And now I actually hate stitching things together, don't I? Because of it, it's made me a bit bitter towards it. I don't like you anymore. My way of coping, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, Alice stopped doing wood carving because she ended up in A&E.
That's it, Donna.
Good night, Donna. Mwah. Big hug. Yeah, so
she ended up in A&E because she sliced this part quite deep.
Wow.
Yeah, so we ended up. I think we were in A&E for 16 hours.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, A&E around this area is really bad.
It's here. It really is. It's a joke. There's people in the islands like just laying there. It's horrible.
Like our closest one's Stoke Mandeville, and it's I mean, I when I had a tumor removed from my jaw.
Yeah.
A few years ago, and when we went to A&E, I was in there for. I mean, that was about 13 hours.
Wow.
Having X-rays and being prodded, and it was But
they should stop people going in with minor stuff. They should charge you to go to A&E because if you've only got something simple, you're not going to pay it, are you? No. So I reckon they should charge.
Half the people around here go in with a bleeding runny nose.
Yeah, they do. You go in there and there's people going in there for the most silliest of things.
I think my neck hurts. My stomach is aching. Like, okay, eat something.
Go to the doctors or the pharmacist, isn't it?
It's like, oh, my head hurts. Have you had a drink of water today? No.
Dehydrated. Yeah.
It doesn't help that a non-emergency send people to A&E for the very smallest things.
No, exactly. Yeah, the doctors are to blame. They palm them off on other people, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, there was like, it's like, I'm not going to get into detail, like with my mum, she's got a couple of times. not serious. It's just like because it's been recommended after something's happened, and she'll be
Yeah.
waiting for like 8 hours plus, and it's ridiculous. Like there's people sitting there like, oh, my hand's throbbing, or like, oh, my neck hurts. It's like, oh well, my
Yeah.
mum needs to get these checks to see if she's okay and not going to have anything further happen. You know, it's like
Yeah,
what if
exactly.
if she had an arrest or like another spike or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. It's the NHS really does need like sorting out, but I do think that they should charge for things.
Is that another Amy?
Yeah. They should charge,
Amy Sparkle, hey, Scott.
because I know I wouldn't go to something to A&E for something minor and pay like money if it's just something minor. So it'd probably stop people from doing it, and then the wait times aren't there for people who really need it.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm my own worst enemy. I won't go to A&E or the doctors until the last minute.
That's me and him.
And literally, my face was out here, and I didn't go to the doctors or A&E until I couldn't open my jaw.
Yeah.
And I thought, probably it's best that I go and see someone.
Yeah, but do you know what? It probably would have, if you would have gone earlier, it probably would have took you even longer to be seen. And by the time you would have got to that stage anyway. And I think that's why a lot of people leave it. But people leave things, and it can be really serious. So it's not good.
I think Struggs is right now. His brain must have fell out at some point.
Your brain fell out.
Yeah, Struggs' brain definitely fell out.
Well, yeah, I think part of my brain has fell out. Not quite as intelligent as I used to be. Oh, hey, Scott.
Yeah, well, but one half the time send you there too.
Yeah, that Amy said she was in an A&E for pneumonia and she still walked out.
Hey,
You know what? The only time I was seen was when I had that arrest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I had that thingy. My heart stopped and that. But that was the only time, wasn't it? When I was in there for my heart the next time, wasn't it? I was like laying in the corridor for ages.
Yeah, that's right, Scott. Definitely.
Yeah, they do, Scott, 100%. The NHS, the most important thing is people's health, and that should be what's priority to the government.
The best one was when my mum tried poisoning me.
Oh yeah, your mum poisoned you, didn't she, by accident?
Well, you know, my mum gave me weed killer instead of my medicine when I was a kid.
By accident.
By accident.
What?
She told me to get the medicine in the fridge and I put it on the side, but there was a bottle of weed killer on the side, and she picked that up and gave me that instead.
Oh God.
His mum was a bit of a nightmare.
Straight to hospital and everything.
I remember her telling me about that. She was like, "Oh, it was so bad."
That was not fun.
By
Down now in the hospital. What happened? Oh, I gave him weed killer.
Yeah. You imagine that happening nowadays? There'd be social services everywhere, wouldn't there? Yeah. Maybe it wasn't an accident, Strobs.
Wow.
I'm trying to bump him off.
Oh, she didn't succeed. I'm still here.
They've never been up there. Yeah, exactly. So that's what we was talking about last night, wasn't it, with the tap water? We don't drink it, and we don't give it to our animals either, the tap water, because it's so bad.
As it's crap.
Yeah, we just use bottled water for them. It's like sometimes it's cloudy, it's a joke.
The cloudy with a judge of meat.
I love that movie.
Yeah, mine's always cloudy.
Yeah, my cloudy.
For all the amount of sort of lime in the water.
Yeah, limestone, isn't it? It's like you get like limestone all harden up on it, and it's just disgusting. Like you leave your plates to dry on the side, and it has like a white film over it. It's that gross.
Yep. Sorry. But it's was it my tap water or the tap water around here is like just within the legal limits of everything.
Really? Wow.
So it's got like the highest like nitrites and nitrates that you're allowed in tap water.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can taste it in the water. If we get a glass of water, you can taste it. So
And it's incredibly sort of hard water around here and stuff.
yeah, because you can get water softeners and things like that. Because where I grew up, like the water was really, really hard, and like my parents got these things attached to the taps and things like that for it, like water conditioners or whatever they were, because the water was so bad. It was really awful. Yeah, it's
Yeah, around here we have it's chalky because I'm in the Chiltern Hills.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it comes out really chalky and it's horrible. We use
They charge you for stuff. They charge you water rates and things. And the water, most of it can't be drunk. It can, but it's not nice. As I say, we don't drink it, so we don't give it to the animals.
Water companies are the biggest con around, aren't they, at the moment? It's like, they give all their shareholders all the dividends in the billions, and then they dump all the crap into like Lake Windermere and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Poison everything. He didn't descale his kettle for 4 years, and it's still like brand new. What did we have ours? About a few weeks, and it was all gross and like literally the flakes at the bottom. It was disgusting.
Yeah. Then, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Bart is up in Scotland where it's much softer water.
Softer water, much better up there.
Well, it probably comes straight from the mountain, doesn't it? Up in Scotland. Spring water straight from Ben Nevis.
I've not been to Scotland me since I was a teenager.
Socks, but if he was my son, I'd have made sure it was weak. Oh dear.
I don't want you as my dad done stocks.
Nope. I need to make it back. More if you need. Oh, it's all the way down.
All the way down? She's also small. I think Bart wants us all to move to Scotland, closer to the Glasgow too.
Yeah, but it's further away from all the other shows.
My poor guinea pigs and bunny are just stretched right out because they're so hot.
Okay, last time I was up Scotland, I canoed right the way through it, right through all the locks.
I want to go to Lockheed's. That's where I want to go.
Was that your record?
I
thought you heard Amy. It's your record.
It's my, yeah, it did sound like Amy a bit. Well, Amy's from down there where I am, isn't it?
What's not true, Bart?
3 hour to Wigan to Barnes.
Yeah, but then you got the capital, and you got Bristol and Coventry, and
yeah, but he's far up there, ain't he?
See, that's how you should be like me, mate. I live smack bang in the middle of the country.
Yeah, but you need to come to Bristol.
No, you don't. We're about.
Huh?
No,
where are you?
No, because Scotland's there. So if you take our country,
all right. If you separate it that way, then
smart. That's what you was on about, Phil, wasn't it?
I'm a London.
What are you on about?
All right, I'll let you have that one.
I think Phil's more smack in the middle, isn't he? Aren't you?
What's that?
Smack in the middle. I think Phil's more smack in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
Of England,
so.
But if I meant like the whole
Yeah.
thing.
You are, Phil.
The whole
probably about
of the
2 hours from the middle.
Are you coming to Bristol, Chris?
I am indeedy.
Yay, so we get to meet you and Alice.
Yeah.
We can talk fruits.
Where was you at? Was you at BTS?
Yeah, we went to the BTS.
I didn't even know who you were.
Well, we didn't know what they looked like, did we?
No, that was a fun thing at the Bristol show. No one knew what I looked like.
Yeah.
Because we had people coming up to us and that, because obviously people know what we look like, but we don't know what other people look like. So, but it's nice having people come up and be like, hi. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think it was Mark. Mark kept going on about it, and I was like, what? Was you there? I said, I don't know what it looked like.
Know what it-
The only two people that knew what I looked like was Matt and Mark.
Oh. It's going to be nice. Can't wait. It's too long in between the shows.
It gives us a chance to like.
It gives us a chance to sign back up again.
We got back from that last show. I got out of the car. I couldn't even walk to my front door. That's how fucking buggered.
And then we was going out with Leah and Terry, weren't we? And literally we could hardly move.
The Bristol show is going to be a hard one because it's a 2.5 hour journey.
Yeah, it's 3.5 for us.
3.5 for us.
Yeah. And we're doing it in the morning and then coming back in the afternoon.
Oh, you're not staying overnight?
No, we can't. We've got the dogs.
Oh no.
Overnight.
Oh, it's going to be a trek.
Just leave him a bigger food bowl and a bigger water bowl. It'll be all right.
Do you know what though? My rabbit hates it when I go away, because even if I go away for like a night, he won't eat or drink or anything. You come back and everything's untouched. He doesn't like it when I'm not here.
We have a piggy who is the most misbehaved fucking little shit. Excuse my French. Going.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm socially awkward too, Amy. Really badly.
I know. I've still got a message Chris about some art. I need some art from his living room.
Yeah.
I can draw myself, but I need a piece of Chris art.
Yeah. Yeah, that is amazing. Really amazing.
Thank you.
I saw some bits that Alice done. She's amazing.
I've got a nice white wall canvas there that just needs something putting on it.
Yeah. So it looked nice. Yeah, Alice, we said, didn't we? Alice's bits that she's done there.
Yeah, I've seen that. The gecko.
The gecko, that was lovely.
Oh, she is really good.
I can draw stick men. That's it.
This is the thing. I can't draw at all. Like, you give me a pen and paper, I can't do anything with it.
Yeah, it's probably like you for spoken. Yeah. It's weird how people have their different definitions of art, isn't it? Because if you get a spray can, you wouldn't do it, would you? You wouldn't be able to do it.
If I even went to write my name on a bloody wall, the thing would be running all down the place.
But he's amazing at drawing. What's
your question?
He'd write Div instead of Dave.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely.
You want it to have drips running all down the wall, all sorts.
Drippy Dave. Oh yeah, that would be funny. But it's sorry, because I've got like all these like images I'd love to put on paper and that, but like there's no way I'd be able to do it. It's just my
well, if you try do a rough sketch and then I'll try and redo it properly.
I suppose, But it'd be stick people.
Hold on. I've just seen Amy's comment. Where it is. Yes, but we can find each other Nat and hide.
Yeah.
What's she on about here?
For Bristol.
What?
We're gonna hide. We're gonna hide and buy some tickets.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Amy are going to
collab mixed medium with spray paint, and I forgot which medium she uses. Oh, so what do you mean? Me and my partner do a painting of
yeah, her drawing and your spray.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I don't know how. I'd have to have a think about how spray paint, and she uses everything bar spray paint. She uses watercolors and God knows what else. So I'd have to think of how we'll do that. But yeah, that's a really good idea.
If she did like say like a dog, like sat up or whatever, and then couldn't you just like put a stencil over it and then do you spray around it?
Probably, yeah. I mean, yeah, could do
Something like that
do
might
like
work.
and then do the spray art. Yeah, behind it.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
Yeah, 'cause I was watching the one the other day where you kept covering the planets back up,
Yeah.
like to go round it.
Yeah, see,
Oh
look.
yeah, those doing that is an absolute nightmare. Having to redo it because you've got to make sure it's completely dry. If it's not completely dry, you take that stencil off and it's just completely ruined the whole painting right at the end.
Yeah.
It's just all stuck to it.
Yeah, did you see what Amy put?
Yeah,
Thank
she's
you,
stealing
Amy.
them.
She's stealing me. Yeah, you can't wait, Amy. We're going stick hunting together.
I will
Come
tell
up,
Alice. I'll get her to have a think.
There's a fly that keeps whizzing past my head.
Do you know what I like?
But,
Battlestar Galactica, you know, all the nebulas and stuff in
oh,
there.
yeah. Yeah, I love Battlestar. Battlestar Galactica. I like the old one too.
It's what, sorry?
I need to start doing more stenciling,
No.
like stencils and things, because we've got the cry cut, so I can do stencils. It's just getting around to designing them and getting Alice to draw them because I can't draw.
Yeah.
Look, Amy, look, she wants a dog in space or an orca. That sounds like a plan. I think Scott wants a tarantula in space, don't he?
Yeah, well, that'd be cool, because what I was thinking, he's like
An orca in space, that'd be quite cool.
you know, like say the Mad Mountain Lights.
Yeah.
Then mad background.
No
like,
background, yeah.
spacey background. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might have a doodle on people.
Yeah.
That was Bastion, I think.
That's it. Yeah, it was his gecko.
It's Gecko, yeah.
It's okay, Gecko.
Yeah. It's on
Yeah.
Facebook, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. It's really lovely as well. She's done it amazing.
Oh, she's got a huge talent at drawing.
I'd love to be able to express like myself drawing like that. But I'm not good at describing it either, so you could draw it for me. So I'm stuck.
Oh no, if you just try it, and then I'll see if I can.
You know,
do
like
it.
you could explain to somebody what you want, but I'm hopeless at that as well.
We'll just try it.
So I've got so much like cool stuff in my crazy little head.
See, I've only just started driving again this year.
Yeah. It doesn't look. It looks like you've been drawing for years. Like your drawings are amazing.
Yeah, they really are, aren't they?
You know what? Before these, what I've shown you, all I used to draw was cartoon characters.
He drew one lady, didn't you?
Yeah.
One lady, and that was years ago. But these new ones.
You've got that rare talent that literally you can pick it up straight away. Boom, done.
It's mad because he does like this just really simple outline, and then like you look back a couple of hours later, and there's a face that looks like somebody. It's crazy. It still amazes me every time he does it.
Oh, talk of the devil, here she is.
Alice!
Alice.
Hey, Alice!
Just talking about your art and how amazing your art is.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're really amazing, Alice.
I've only ever drawn a couple of things really. I drew a tree, and that tree, yeah, it's the only drawing I've drawn really.
Oh wow,
Good.
that's lovely.
Trees are actually hard.
That's really nice, Matt.
But it's just like, yeah, it's the only thing I've ever really like done, the tree.
Yeah,
Trees are hard, I'll admit
that's
that one.
hard, but that looks really good. You've got a talent, Matt.
Look, you've got all the twigs. and
Yeah.
bark.
Like Dave though, it's like just cartoon characters. Like if I was going to pick up anything, I used to do when I was like younger, like Garfield and stuff like that all the time.
Yeah, snap.
He used to do like like the rude Snow White and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had loads of Garfields, fucking everyone.
And my dad even tried to show me how to draw. 'Cause my dad is amazing at drawing animals, but he gave up. It was like no, it's not meant to be, sort of thing.
I don't know, I think drawing just takes practice because I come out with stuff that I don't really like. You know, it's just
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that one that I put on Messenger the other day, the one that's half finished. I'm just debating whether to just sling that.
No.
I'm not happy with it.
Yeah. If he's not happy with something, he won't do it, and he's lost interest. It makes him lose interest for a little while. So sometimes it's best to just get rid of it and restart. What's that?
I don't know. He's behind that bloody love art. He only knows how to draw a dick pic.
Yay! Oh, I can draw awesome. What was it I drew on the Pictionary that you said nobody would get? The ostrich. Did anybody see my awesome ostrich that I drew?
No, I didn't see it.
Right. It had the side view, like the body like of a horse. It had one leg at the front, one leg at the back. How the hell someone got that as an ostrich? I will never know.
Excuse me, Bastian got my artwork. Thank you. I'll show everybody.
Have you still got it?
Oh no, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, because I said it, didn't I? By accident.
Where?
Right, where is it? Where is it? Let me see. It's here somewhere.
Amy comment. And if you draw me an author.
Oh, I've got to find this.
Oh, deal.
Oh, it's scribbled out.
Right, yeah, that's that one there.
Yeah, it's scribbled out now, but look, you can get the gist of it.
Yeah.
With the legs. See, you see those ostrich legs?
How's that an ostrich?
Why have you got 4 legs?
Why has it only got? Why is its
Look,
legs so far apart?
Matt, look, there's my awesome impression of a jockey.
That's quite good.
That's more like a pony, isn't it? I mean, it'd be all right if the jockey was Jeremy or Terry.
Yeah, look, there's a tiger that looks very ferocious.
Just like them.
Alice, do you still think I can be taught?
What? Sorry?
Can you still think she could be taught?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's it hard?
Oh, seriously, I'm not good.
Just practice.
Oh, I practiced for a long time. My dad tried for years to try and teach me. And I don't know, I just couldn't. What I was seeing in my head did not resemble what I put on the paper.
It's definitely practice with like that. I mean, it is. It's the same with the painting stuff. Like when I started getting back into the painting the models and stuff like that, I was awful when I started getting back into it after so long a break. But I'm getting a bit better now.
A bit better.
That what?
Yeah,
He's
that,
painting his games.
oh no, you're really amazing at that, Matt.
You make man look like a
That's them spiders that you did.
Oh, I haven't
they
finished
were
them yet.
amazing. Yeah,
Still
but
haven't
what
finished
you've
them
showed us so far, they were really, really good.
Doesn't it? Makes man look like a 3-year-old, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you've only just started doing them. You'll get on it, Matt, eventually.
Oh, I've got some right big ones to do.
Yeah, he's got some big dragony ones.
Dave,
and that's
you'll like this one, right? This is one of the axes that an orc is holding. So you know how big they are.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow. That
All
is
the
so
rest.
cool.
I'm really blind.
Wow.
That's it.
That's really good.
Put it on the TV.
You're gonna have to, you have to get.
I need to get a new.
Yeah,
thing
you
in the
need to
light.
know. Do you use the magnifier like the
No,
glasses, or
yeah,
do you
I
use?
mean, like,
Yeah, that's what my.
Yeah,
That's,
I've got a ring light with it. I mean,
yeah, my son used to use that because he was blind as bat.
it's only because I haven't tried using the glasses, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
I-
the fucking bulbs have started blinking and going on.
Yeah, my son used to do them when he was like younger, and he used to use that because he was like near enough blind in one eye. So obviously, he had to
Yeah.
use something, and he used to use that, and it really helped. So maybe we should try it.
I don't know. I like the headset one.
Yeah, but you said it like makes your head.
Yeah, that one did.
I have to get you a lighter one because that was pretty heavy on your head.
You're saying about practice makes perfect. Like you've got to practice to get better. If you look at my first ever video on my YouTube channel, and then look at my now videos, you'll see how much of a difference there is. How much I've sort of picked up a lot more things. So yeah, definitely practice does help. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to practice at something.
It's just the thing with Dave. He has to be in the mood, like to do something. Otherwise, it messes up, doesn't it?
No, I've got to be really
It'll just mess it up. If he tries drawing just for the sake of it or whatever, it just doesn't work, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've not picked up a paintbrush for ages yet. I've got to get back and do those tarantulas, but I just haven't had like the motivation to do it.
Yeah, that's what he's like, Matt, because he does the you know the Warhammer like magazines, and like he's got 10 more issues to go and it's complete, and he's literally done one of those boxes that you have. He's got one of those done. That's it, filled. He's got like
there's still room in there for more.
There is loads and loads he's got to do.
And they're not even finished.
Yeah, he's probably got like 70 issues to do.
Yeah.
It's just motivation, isn't it?
Yeah, but I need a new headset because I can't see now.
But I'd like to do that painting, but because my meds over the years, because I've been on antipsychotics for so many years, I've got like permanent shaky hands, so I can't do anything like fiddly. So it's
Rads is really good at the drawing. It's like painting the figures.
Yeah, the painting. I've seen some of his. They're really cool.
Really good.
Yeah, Matt. There's the base off one I've still got to do yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've got 2 orc trucks that are not painted yet. I've probably got about 50 figures that I haven't even started on yet.
Yeah, that's probably what you start. So it's on the eagle one.
No,
that's
what will be going on that base.
Oh, nice.
See, that's what I was thinking of, trying something big like that, not the tiny miniatures. Maybe trying something bigger.
Yeah, Chris, we'll give you an idea of scale. That's my thumb, I think.
Wow, look at that, babe. Look next to Matt's thumb.
Jesus.
Wow. That's quite nice. Need a Hubble telescope for that, Matt.
Honestly, the biggest thing is just get decent brushes.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You found some brushes that you like,
I like
don't
the blue ones I got from the range.
They're only like £4 a brush or something, aren't they? £3.95.
No, they're free. No, £2.
No, you put it in your pocket one time, you idiot. I'm so embarrassed. Me, I can't steal anything. It's written all over my face. I don't use oil pastel. Oh, you don't need a steady hand for them. Yeah, that's a point, Amy.
Oh, pastels and charcoal.
Yeah, smudge it.
I tried using charcoal once. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I would. Phil, answer Amy. In capital letters.
Amy, answer Dave.
Oh, is Amy not answered you?
No.
Amy.
Well,
You won't let you steal me.
I've got charcoal things somewhere.
Yeah. I might have a go because I've got like so much because I like dark gothic-y things and stuff like that. Charcoals would be like probably ideal for what I want to draw.
As I try and keep them cool, that's what I've been doing, is trying to keep them all as cool as possible.
Dave, ask you what now?
Ask you what? I said, Amy, answer Dave.
Ah, the other Amy H.
Oh, Amy Nightwall and Crystal.
Yeah. We need to have Amy 1, Amy 2. It's confusing.
Amy H. Crystal H.
Oh, yeah. We have Amy L and Amy H.
Amy Sparkles.
And Amy Sparkles, yeah.
Crystal Amy, can you drop Alice a message about the drawing? You can discuss things and whatever.
Who did he remind me of then? Chris. He said like discuss things and that with his hands.
Steve Fulton.
No.
Steve Fulton. Yeah.
You just reminded me when you did that.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, because Steve, I love the way Steve does that. his hands. It's cool.
She said, yes, I can indeed. Anna said she's sorry, her throats are hurting, so she's going to get a drink.
Oh,
So she'll see you all later.
okie dokie.
Hi.
Yeah, you didn't do anything.
No, you didn't do anything, Amy. Did you message her?
Yeah.
Oh, he just messaged you. That was all.
Why is it frogs always seem to have the stupidest back legs ever?
Yeah.
Oh,
Our
my frogs are
crazy.
stupid. Anyway, you get them down off the side, get the cricket tub, like put it on the floor,
They recognise the cricket.
and they dive
tubs.
straight at the side of the bloody enclosure,
Locusts.
stick themselves through it with their mouths, trying to get the food on the
They
outside.
know that's the locust tub or the beetle grub tub, and they recognise it instant, don't they?
Fucking idiot.
They're crazy little dudes. I love them though.
My one wouldn't eat haddock, so I gave it a mealworm, and as it opened its mouth, I swapped it for haddock.
Oh. Yeah, we gave our these big beetle grub things the other day. Oh my god, they absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the my black man, he's
Yeah, come on with me.
I want to try and keep it. Oh, the fish is a good one because you get a good sort of protein. So
Yeah. Yeah, we use these sprats.
yeah, I've got haddock fillets that are sliced up into tiny little slivers.
Can you use stuff from the supermarket, Matt?
The haddock you can, yeah. If you get
Yeah.
haddock without anything on it, yeah. But you have to be careful. It's basically you've got to avoid the one thing that I can never remember the name of. Siamese.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, hello, Jeremy. Yeah, it's thilamase. You got you got to avoid thilamase because basically it reacts with an enzyme in their body and causes calcium blocking, basically, and
All right.
yeah, it's not good. So you can't just use stuff like trying to think of a fish now. But there's a big list of fish that do have it and a fish that don't.
Yeah.
And haddock one.
Basically,
haddock
the fish that
one-
we eat, we can't really give them too much of because
No.
that and mercury as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
haddock's quite
That's
good.
like tuna and stuff, isn't it? There's a lot of mercury in tuna.
I think thilamine is the main thing. We don't really have it here because we don't have live fish feeders, but it's goldfish in America.
Yeah.
A lot of the predatory fish you see on these fishing YouTube channels that keep these stupid ponds with all these giant fish all crammed in together. All their fish die because they get fatty liver disease from eating all these bloody goldfish.
Oh, right.
The other thing with the thilamide problem is the fact that in humans, even if you do eat fish like that, it's not going to react with us because of the fact that compare the size of the prey they're having compared to the animal, compared to what we would consume.
Well, yeah.
Well,
That's
I don't
true,
even know
isn't
if the enzyme. My frog is not happy with me.
it? Oh, look. That's like Brax.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's like Brax.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, that's not his enclosure. I've got him out because he hasn't been out. He hasn't moved for like a week and a bit, so I've got him out just to,
Oh,
so I can redo some of the substrate, mix it up and stuff.
yeah.
What do you want to know?
No, I'm all right for now.
Oh, got a glass bottle of Coke, it is. Oh.
So go for another 10 minutes or cut the stream at 10:30.
My frog's
Probably
trying
gonna cut it at 10, but I've just seen that one way over that. So I'll cut it at 10:30. As I do have work in the morning.
Yeah, no worries, dude. My frog's just become a break dancer. It's just done a 720 spin for no reason.
Actually.
As you do.
Right, shut up. Right up, honey. Yeah, but you need a frog, defo.
Yeah, frogs, they're so much fun. I love them.
Some salt.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck, man?
Oh, yeah, you've got a massive pot.
Yeah.
It's hard, but Donald fries are actually really nice. Oh. Never right.
Well, Glastonbury's lucky with the weather this weekend or next weekend, or the week. Sorry, this weekend coming.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think they've had a wet Glastonbury for years. Quite a few years.
Yeah, it was when I went with my dad years ago.
Yeah. Well, it used to be a thing that it was every year it was just wet.
I was shaking my chips with the salt on it.
What was that?
I make disturbing noises.
So, and with lighting, you know, general room lighting is actually darker, or there's less light in general room lighting than pre-dawn levels of sunlight. So what might look like to us isn't actually necessarily like to animals.
He's got his gob around food. Yeah, you're right there, Frog.
So we've got our tarantulas in got red light. Use a red light.
Yeah,
You can't see it.
Yeah. And they come out think like because they think it's dark, but you can still see them, but they can't see the red light.
Just you can see the red.
Yeah, that's what we do, isn't it?
This I don't normally have the lights on in here. Like the only lights I've got are over the frog and the beetles. And that's getting upgraded. I'm getting a T5 this week for the both of them, like going right across the top. So that'd be nice.
Nice.
Oh my god, that burger is massive.
It's like what you see Americans get in a restaurant.
It's a difficult one to answer, Emery, because there's not enough research that's gone into it as of yet. In regards to lighting for tarantulas and other invertebrates and stuff. And it's really like I do a mixture because zoos tend to actually provide UV lighting for all their spiders. Actually, I know some zoos that have 4 T5 tubes over their tarantulas.
Yeah.
Really hot.
Kind of thing. And they're studying it and doing research into that. And so you know, some of the early results are showing actual potential benefits.
It's funny though, isn't it? Because like you get a fossorial tarantula, possibly doesn't come out of its burrow from one year to the next.
No, but there is potential that UV would still reach down into their burrows by bouncing off things because it does bounce.
Yeah. I'm sure there are benefits.
Sort of thing. Although you're saying that there was a small study done a few years ago and from what I think it's King Baboon they tested out on, they did find a rise in cortisol levels, which suggested that it would perhaps have a negative effect. But also, there was like, is it actually negative to have a rise in cortisol levels, or is that helping them to display natural behaviours? So it's always, once you start really getting into it, it's really complex. But like people will say stuff like, there's plenty of light in our rooms. We have very little light in our rooms naturally, very little. When you measure the lux, you can have all your lights on, and they'll be the same level of lux as before dawn. Kind of thing. A lot of this came about was someone testing out with their bearded dragon actually, and they had it all nicely set up, and it was like, why is the bearded dragon not, just in there, not doing much? In the UK, T5 UV and halogen heat bulb and stuff looked all bright and everything. Tested the lux, and it was getting something like 4,000 lux. Went outside, overcast UK day. Tested lux over 40,000 lux.
Oh.
Yet, to our eyes, outside looked duller than inside, but there was more light levels outside than in it with T5, good T5 tube and halogen light, and looked bright to him. But it was like, and when look, it was like, that's pre-dawn levels of light. The bearded dragon thinks it's nighttime.
That's crazy.
It might look to us as bright light, but to the animal, that's nighttime still.
Yeah, you do get a lot of people that sort of like, oh, what's wrong with my dragon? What's wrong with my dragon? And it's like, oh, let's have a look at your setup. And they show they've got a T5, and everyone goes, oh, okay, then that's fine. But the thing is, they don't look at anything else. They don't look at, like you say, the lux. It could be an old bulb. It could be anything. It could be a faulty bulb.
Yeah.
It could be all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, lux is still, it's very, it's been looked at for a few years now. It's like, at some point it will come into zoo licensing. But I mean, UV only recently come into zoo licensing. It was like 2019 or something that UV came in.
So,
licensing, but at some point, Lux probably will do.
Upset the masses. Tell them how much a Lux meter will cost.
About 30 quid. Lux meters are cheap. Lux meters aren't expensive. It's solar meters are expensive.
Solar meters, right? Okay. Yeah.
Your solar meters, you're looking at like 250, 300 quid. Lux meters aren't expensive.
All right, fair enough.
Sort of thing. So, but like lighting, it's always very. I mean, if you want to learn anything about lighting for animals, look up reptile lighting on forum on Facebook and read anything that Francis Bain posts. Pretty much anything that Thomas Griffiths posts as well. So, Thomas has been on a few podcasts and said about lighting. So, which is like super interesting stuff. When it comes to invertebrates, it's there's far less understood about it. So some invertebrates see in polarized light, so completely differently to us. So that and then all depends on their eyes, how their eyes are made up. So and then you try and put that out. Tom Griffiths, he's definitely good to listen to and to like see what he says about things, because like we get all the brands now push, that their bulbs are full spectrum and stuff, and he says there's no such thing as a full spectrum bulb.
Yeah, and that's why
it's impossible to make one bulb full spectrum.
And that's why you have to laugh at a lot of the gardening light bulb, because they talk about full spectrum bulbs for their plants, don't they? And they're just not.
It's not at all. It's not full. It's part of a spectrum.
Yeah.
But it's a marketing term.
I'll tell you one thing that is a certain thing though. When you say you're going to end alive, if we start you talking about lighting, you've got no chance.
Or talk about
You can tell Phil's passionate about the lighting.
It's just, you know, when you start like really sort of diving into it and stuff, and like, I mean, I'm nowhere into it as some people, like I say, like Thomas and Francis and stuff, but I've learned a lot from Francis Baines over the years.
Who's the lady?
Francis Baines.
That's Francis Baines, right? Okay, that's Francis Baines. She's been like doing proper UVB studies for years, hasn't she? Like, and all
yeah. Thomas has basically taken over from her now because Francis has retired.
Oh, has she? Okay.
I mean, she retired years ago. She started doing it in a retirement. And this is like it's time to pass the baton over, and Thomas has pretty much picked it up, and he's got his own like spectrometer and stuff, and he's now doing all the independent testing for all the brands.
Yeah,
a lot of brands and stuff. And actually, if you follow him on like Instagram and stuff, he started doing little comparison videos of different products as well, which is really interesting. Like, yeah, some of it, you know, I'm not going like whether, you know, this product's better than that product. Is like, here's two things that are either exactly the same as each other, or these ones are very similar, or whether you choose which you like, you know, or you know, certain things, you know, whether it be like with dried tortoise diets stuff. Yeah, like he's doing a lot of reports on different lights and stuff, which is always but I just got headbutted in the eye by a fly.
One in 82 now, I did.
What?
But
Good,
it's very sort of interesting. I mean, like, you know, it's like the whole kind of red lamp thing, and where it's like, you know, all animals can't see the color red. Actually, a lot can, and even if they can't see it as red, they still actually see it as a light source, and it just flushes everything the same color, so it actually confuses a lot of animals.
Right. It just blows my mind sometimes because some of it is so in depth.
Good, and that came from Francis Baines. She said, like at night time, even you know, light is now to us it's you know, pitch back out there. She said there's still white light. There's white light at night still.
Well, I've got one
Little thing.
12 weeks.
There's not really the, you know, just red or just blue or whatever that we, you know, you see as night lamps by a lot of the brands.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And she's always recommended that, if you want to, you know, recreate nighttime with light, it's low level white light, because that's actually what they'll experience.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
Huh?
It just blows your mind sometimes, though, because you like sit there and you think you've got things right, and then all of a sudden someone comes along and says, "Oh no, you want to do this, this, and this," and all the traditionalists and all the normal hobbyists will come along and like, "No, we were told this years ago. It's got to be this." And they won't listen. People won't change.
So, I mean, you know, in any animal field, you need to be open and fluid to change, and to be changing all the time.
Yep.
And stuff, you know, and what you say, you know, what you might think one year or do one year, it could be wrong the next year, based on research and stuff. So it's always a fluid fit, you know, kind of thing.
And it might make you feel crap as a keeper because it's like, oh, I've been doing it wrong, and you sort of have this skill thing. But as research develops, you end up learning more, and it's not you're only doing the right thing at the time based on information given to you.
Yeah, it ends up becoming exciting because you're like, oh, okay, I'll change this, I'll do this.
Yeah,
sort of thing, and you start seeing different. Hey, Jackie, glad you got us right at the end. I think I saw. Oh. I think, did I miss a question when I was in my thing on me? Yeah. what I found with the Rosita is that they'll drop them and then they'll go back and pick them up again. That's what I found. That's what mine have done.
Oh, Matt's getting serious.
All
Big
buttons
Mac
pressed.
bending over.
Quick, guys,
Open wide.
I'm out of here.
And on that night,
I don't handle the frog. I won't handle my frog.
No, we don't.
what do you call it?
Yeah,
No,
that's
we
what
put
I call
our
it, yeah.
votes on.
My little
Yeah, we
green
put
man. I
our
won't
votes
handle him.
Hey, right, well, on that note, we'll end it there.
Bye,
Right,
Rebecca.
cheers everyone for joining. Cheers guys for coming up. Even though I believe I will be on Scott's stream tomorrow night, so check that
Oh,
out.
cool.
I think it's just me and him, so yeah. Might get up. That's I'll ask questions that you've always wanted to know or whatever, maybe. I don't know. See
Oh,
what
that's good
happens.
to know. We'll make sure we ask you a few.
Yeah, you ask you some questions, Phil. Don't worry.
I'll see you tomorrow night then.
Yeah.
Night all.
Good night, guys.
All right, good night, everyone.
Bye.